Hello. Welcome to Live from Lockdown with Champion and Steven. Steven, say hi.
Happy Memorial Day.
Yeah, it's Memorial Day weekend here in the States, here in the U.S. Just trying to get the cameras lined up. What do you think? Is that good? Mm-hmm. So say hi. It's Sunday. It's Memorial Day weekend. If you're just logging on, please tell me where you are and how you're doing, what you're up to. Hi, Anne. Hi, John. Hi, Gloria. So I can see everybody on Facebook and I can see everybody on YouTube. So definitely comment. Hey, Robert. I hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend. Hi, Lisa.
Where's the best fan?
Hi, Lee. Ooh, in Southern California. That sounds nice. Hello, Gillette from Rio, Rodney, Aldo, Susan. Everybody's tuning in. Good to see you guys. Mary and Joyce. We got a lot of people signing on. Hi, Roy. So I know that it's a big weekend for barbecues and for parties and for going out. Hi, Dave and Martin. But we're still sheltering in place here in New York City, and we're still going to do this show. In fact, we have a couple more holiday Sundays coming up. Stephen, Father's Day is on a Sunday.
Really?
We'll still be here live with you guys. Hi, Pete in Australia, and Conrad, Avi, Sue. Hi, everybody. I got my fan with me today. This has become like our best fan. No, it's become like our, I don't know what I was going to say, our like little map. Yeah, it's really actually super nice to drive around New York right now because there is no traffic. Hi, Paul. Hi, Craig. Hi, everybody. Oh, hi, Julie. I think we have a new person here with us on YouTube. That's great. Welcome. We've really been enjoying driving around the city. There is no traffic.
Easy to drive.
Get in and out of the tunnel. Oh, we bought gas the other day in Jersey City for
$1.89.
$1.89. So that is totally wild. We are doing well. We're good. We're enjoying these shows and doing a lot more live streams this week. Hi, Christina in Paris. Oh, that's nice. Hi, Leslie. And Alex is in Marseille. Kathy, hi, guys. So this week is special because Stephen is going to be doing a lot more talking this week, and he's going to start right now.
Well, not that much talking.
Go on.
Well, we're going to today play some music from Oscar Peterson duos, and particularly the record that Oscar made with Clark Terry, called Oscar Peterson, Clark Terry, and another one he did called Oscar Peterson with Ella, and Ella Fitzgerald. And so we picked out some tunes from those two, which are two of our favorite records, and we're going to do those for you today.
And just in case you maybe don't know who Clark Terry or Oscar Peterson is or are, we have a photo. We have a few photos to show you today. This is Clark, right there. Trying to get a good photo on both Facebook and YouTube. He plays trumpet and flugelhorn, and he was your very good friend.
He was a very good friend of mine.
And of course, Oscar Peterson is a super famous piano player, jazz piano player. And of course, Oscar and Clark themselves were very good friends. And I met Oscar only once when I moved to New York, but I knew Clark for a really long time. I'm going to show this photo again, but I think it's so cute. That's me. That's me and Clark. What year is that, Stephen?
You got this reflection on it. There you go.
What year is that?
Well, what are you there? 5 years old?
Yeah, maybe that's 1990.
4 or 5 years old?
So we like to think about Clark, and we like to, this is two of our favorite records, so we're going to start off with...
Also, Clark and Oscar were best of friends.
Yeah.
They would talk on the phone every day.
That's true. I answered the phone a couple times when Oscar called, but I didn't really know. So we're going to play some songs from their album, which is a duet album recorded in 1975. And this first cut is...
Slow Boat.
Slow Boat to China. I'm going to be singing, too. Don't worry. There's playing, there's singing, there's all kinds of things happening. I'm just trying to get the YouTube angle here, get a little bit...
Acrobat.
A little bit better. Yeah, okay. guys very much. That was Slow Boat to China. Hi, Chihiro. Hi, Chris. Alonzo is watching. Jana is watching. Simon, sorry. So many people. Hi, Nabat. Hi, Julie. I saw Michael on there.
Somebody asked who was your first piano teacher?
So my first piano teacher was actually my grandmother, Dad's. Well, you were my first teacher.
Mm-hmm.
But then his mother and my grandma Chris, that a lot of you guys remember
You want to see a picture of her?
from St. Timothy's. Yeah, we have a photo. There's usually a photo on the mantle, which we kind of moved around. I'm having, I was thinking about one thing Oscar didn't have to deal with. This is my grandma when she was in high school, I think. Maybe
Senior year.
Senior year, yeah. I don't know if I look anything like her. She was my first piano teacher. And Oscar never had to deal with jewelry. I wanted to wear this for you guys today because I think it's pretty, but
Clanky.
it is not stride safe. You know, we say things are not COVID safe now, and this is not stride safe. So we're gonna just discard that. And some people were asking Stephen if you had ever played with Oscar or if you knew him.
I have not. I have not played with Oscar Peterson, and I did not really know him, but I did talk to him on the phone a few times because Clark would instruct me to answer the phone. Oscar was going to be calling at 10 o'clock. Answer the phone.
Did Clark instruct you to do a lot of things?
Yes, he did. To go get him a cheeseburger a lot of times. But no, he would tell me because he'd be perhaps in bed asleep and he didn't want to miss Oscar's phone call. So he would say, be sure to answer and keep Oscar on the phone till I get up in there and talk to him.
That's wild.
He was a very nice man, very,
Oscar.
yes, very official type guy.
Yeah, actually, I pulled his autobiography out. We have quite a jazz book collection here, and his autobiography is called The Will to Swing. Isn't that the autobiography? Or Jazz Odyssey?
I can't remember.
There's quite a few Oscar books, but the autobiography is great, and I feel like you really get a sense of his personality from that book. So I totally recommend it. Hi, Heather. Oh, Heather says we both look great in red. Thank you. Hi, Ori and Johnny and Toze. I think I'm saying that right, from Portugal. Hi, everybody. If you're tuning in, definitely comment. Click that notification that says remind you or remind me when I go live. And definitely share the post. Share the post with your friends. You can create a watch party or you can just share it and we can all tune in and watch together.
Or don't.
Adam and Chris in Georgia. Thank you guys for watching on YouTube, and Johnny and 1010. Thank you guys. Yeah, and if you want, you can donate or help sponsor these shows by with PayPal, Venmo, and also this week, Zelle. So they're all me, they're all my picture, and the links are in this text box around the video. And we're going to continue with some more. Let's do another instrumental.
Satin Doll.
Satin Doll. This is there a story about Satin Doll?
Well, your little picture.
That's not, because why? Because I'm the doll.
He was about to play it right then, and he brought you up and said, there's a satin doll.
No, that's not true.
True, it is true. I was there.
I look terrified in this photo, you guys. Look at that. I look really scared. I'm like, what's happening? That's on the stage. That's on stage at the Sooner Theater in Norman, Oklahoma, which is where I'm from. Hi, Miriam from Barcelona. Oh, hi, Ignacio's watching. Laura and Sharon is in Vancouver. Mariana is in Portugal. This is so great. So many countries. Last week we had 15 countries on the live stream. And I get the feeling this week it might even be more. So let's play Satin Doll.
I was going to say, Satin Doll was one of Clark's very favorite songs, as it was also of Frank West. A lot of, it's Duke Ellington, of course, wrote it. And it was quite a big favorite of jazz musicians for many, many years. Not so much anymore.
Because it's actually really hard.
Yeah, but they'll always like to play it, and Clark and Oscar like to play it.
We have somebody in the peanut gallery over here, and she wants to know if Oscar played it. But of course, not only on this record, but on many others.
Right. Shall we?
Hi, Bianca.
Yeah.
thank you very much. Thank you, Christina and Dale and Barry's watching and Roy. Stephen doesn't get a day off for Father's Day. No. Who's Mr. Mumbles? People are asking. Actually, I was thinking before we talk about that. That was the first song I sang in public with Clark.
That was
Do
it.
you remember?
Uh-huh.
It was really terrible. I was I must have been 7 or 8, and we were at it was a party, concert party in the
No,
basement.
it was at a concert.
But
He brought you over.
but
stage.
Clark we were both in the audience. Was he going back on stage?
It was my big band.
Right. Oh, he was coming up to play with the big band, and he, for some reason, brought me with him. And I would say, I can tell you guys the truth because we're friends, that it was kind of a disaster. Was it a disaster?
You couldn't remember the words.
I didn't know the words. I don't know the words now.
You told him, you said, I don't know the words, Clark. And he said, oh, yes, you do.
Yes. Which is very Clark.
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna sing, and he wanted me to sing, and that's all there was gonna be.
And he made you sing.
Yeah, and so I got up there, and he played the melody, and I sang with him. But then when the melody was over, and he started soloing, I didn't know that, and I just kept singing with him. And so then he was like telling me to shut up, but I didn't know what was happening.
You got a big round of applause.
I was very cute. So, that was something. It's better to look good than be good, let me tell you. And if you're just joining in right now, I'm Champion Fulton. This is Stephen Fulton, and we're celebrating Clark Terry and Oscar Peterson today, their duo record. Hi, Marianne. Hi, Joanne and Grange. And a lot of people are wanting to know if there will be scatting.
Not unless you're going to do some.
Like Mr. Mumbles. That was a thing Clark would do. He would do mumbles. And it was like scatting, but really it was like fake cursing in Swedish.
Well, not exactly.
Kind of. That's what it sounds like. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. So please say hi and comment, share the video with your friends. I think I should sing one.
Yeah.
So this is a kind of crazy thing. We're talking a lot. So I'll sing a song and then we'll talk a little bit more after this. So not only is it celebrating Clark Terry and Oscar, but also Oscar and Ella Fitzgerald. These are my two favorite and our two favorite duo records.
Also, one of Clark and Oscar's best friends. These
Yes.
were all 3 best friends.
Yes, that's true. So how about a little?
Musical
This is
number.
the opening track on their Ella and Oscar duo record. When you're alone, who cares for sunlit skies? When you're alone, the magic moonlight dies. At break of day, there is no sunrise. When your lover has gone, what lonely hours the evening moonlit skies. When you're alone, the magic moonlight dies. At break of day, there is no sunrise. When your lover has gone. What lonely hours the evening shadows bring. What lonely hours with memories lingering like faded flowers. Life can't mean anything when your lover has gone. When your lover, when your lover, when your lover has gone. It's really funny on that cut. It's a great record. I was going to say, we discovered a really unusual thing about these two records today. And that is that they were recorded back to back, one day after the other. Sorry, it was snacks heavy. They were recorded back to back, one day after the other in 1975, this week.
18th and 19th of May.
Right, which is so wild that they've been on our minds.
In Hollywood.
Hi, Tony. Hi, Dawn. Lance. Thank you guys so much for tuning in Hollywood, in California. And I really think that it's one of my favorite Ella Fitzgerald records, specifically the ending to that song. I think one of the great things about these two records is you can really hear two friends having fun and sort of like challenging each other because Ella totally brings that ending. Do you remember? Mm-hmm. And Oscar has really, I think, not quite sure what's happening.
He's trying to follow her.
He's following her, and then it's really beautiful. Some people are saying they didn't know that Stephen is my father. Oh. This is my dad. Did you know? Did you know that?
I'm going to find out on Father's Day.
Thank you guys so much. So we're going to play another tune in the spirit of two friends having fun and having a little bit of a cutting contest. Why don't we play something fast?
How about my story about the Clark Terry Oscar Peterson record?
Oh, yeah.
This
then the cutting contest.
Yes, this fits in perfectly. Okay. Clark and Oscar were such good friends. I mean, they were really best of friends. They worked a lot for Norman Granz, who was the great jazz impresario. Mm-hmm. He also owned started Verve Records, and he owned Pablo Records. This particular record, both of these records we're featuring today, were on Pablo. Mm-hmm. And his friend was the great artist.
Pablo Picasso.
Yeah, Pablo Picasso. Yeah, right.
This is true. This is true. The little logo on Pablo Records is drawn by Picasso.
Yeah, it was drawn on a napkin at a restaurant, actually. But anyway, Clark and Oscar were such very good friends, and Norman wanted them to make this record together. He was making a lot of these duo records with different trumpet players and with Ella. And they were in California, and Clark was out there staying in a hotel. And they scheduled the date for noon in Hollywood at the Cherokee Studios. Yeah. So Clark thought, Clark's nickname for Oscar Peterson was Hercules, because Oscar was so strong and so powerful, and everybody has always thought of Oscar that way. He could play anything, any tempo. He was a very competitive player. And Clark as well is the same way. And so Clark's thinking to himself, well, the date is at noon, so I'm going to get up early. He got up early and had his little 3-minute egg and toast and everything, and he got himself together, and he took his horns, and he went down to the studio at 8 o'clock in the morning.
It's early.
He told me this story.
Okay.
I don't think it's in print anywhere. But he said he was going to get the jump on Oscar. He was going to get down there, get set up, practice a little bit, and be ready for Oscar. He said, I'll be ready when Oscar shows up at noon, but I'll be ready for him.
Okay.
So he's banging on the door. No one's coming to the door of the studio to open it up. He's thinking, well, I know the engineer's in there. He keeps banging on the door. Finally, the door opens up, and there's Oscar Peterson on the other side of the door, and he says, "Good morning, Clark."
So he was already there.
He was already there.
So you just couldn't get him.
So that's how competitive the two of them were with each other, even though best of friends.
Well, like in a brotherly
Yeah.
competitiveness.
But I always thought that was a great story of that recording session. And you can hear on the session, they're trying to outdo each other throughout the record all the time. It's a fabulous.
Like we're gonna do right now.
Except I always outdo you. No?
Honestly didn't see that coming.
No.
Yes, you do. He does. He always does.
It's a fabulous record. Everyone should check out the record.
What are we gonna play?
Another vocal.
No, we were gonna cut each other.
Oh, do Mac and I.
We're gonna play Mac the Knife. And yes, some people are asking. We are in Manhattan. This is the Upper East Side. We're on the Upper East Side of Manhattan. So this is Mac the Knife, and here we go.
Bing bong, bing bong. Anybody hurt?
I don't know if it was fast enough, you know.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much. That was Mac the Knife, sort of with Hello Dolly.
A little bit. Yes.
Clark would always end it. Clark would always end it with a little bit of which is Hello Dolly.
Yes.
Anyway, you should check that out if you haven't listened to that duo record. That's Oscar actually does play stride at that tempo. I think him and Art Tatum are the only two people I've really been able to see play stride at that tempo.
Hercules.
They said I was waiting for that anybody hurt comment. Thank you guys so much. If you're just tuning in, please say hi and leave a comment. This music is kind of, I don't want to say like it's harder than normal, but I'm really thinking a lot about playing like Oscar Peterson, and so I try not to watch the comments too much when we're playing because it's kind of distracting. So if I don't say hi to you, it's not because I'm ignoring you, I just didn't see it. Sometimes, especially when we're playing, the comments go by super fast. Yes, that was Hello Dolly at the very end. Hi, John. And John Ant says that's on his Ashton Wood list. Thank you, Avi. Thank you, Thomas and Marcus. Thank you guys so much. And I'm going to continue. I'm going to sing another song.
How about a ballad?
Yeah.
What about
This is
How Long?
Yeah, this is a song by Gershwin, George and Ira Gershwin. And this is on the Ella and Oscar record, and also requested by Paul. I know Paul really wanted to hear for this. I could cry salty tears. Where have I been all these years? Little wow, tell me now, how long has this been going on? There were chills up my spine and some thrills I can't define. Listen, sweet, I repeat, how long has this been going on? Oh, I feel that I could melt into heaven. I'm hurt. I know how Columbus felt, finding another world. Kiss me once, then once more. What a dance I was before. What a break, for heaven's sake. How long has this been going on?
Go ahead.
that I could melt into heaven. I'm hurled. I know how Columbus felt, finding another world. Kiss me once, then once more. What a dance I was before. What a break. For heaven's sake, how long has this been going on? How long has this been going? How long has this been going on? Thank you very much. Oh, thank you guys. I see some of you saying that you're dressing up for these concerts on Sunday. I have to say it is really one of my favorite things about Sunday is actually that I get to be dressed up. And a few of you have been, I've been inspired to actually wear high heels. I don't know if you can hear them, but I'm wearing them.
Show them.
I can't get my foot up that high.
Show them.
So thank you guys, Joyce and Lance and Dave, Laura, lots of comments. Thank you so much. That was Gershwin's How Long Has This Been Going On? And if you're just tuning in, please, we're getting notes from our producer, and she's fired. It's actually a funny story, but it's not appropriate for Facebook Live. I would tell you about the last person who showed a note like that to me during a concert, but
Please go.
I won't repeat that. No, she held up a sign that said she wants me to play more, which I'm going to do. But that was by George and Ira Gershwin. That was How Long Has This Been Going On? And if you're just tuning in, I'm Champian Fulton, the Stephen Fulton, my father back there. And we are live every Sunday at 5 o'clock. So please come back and join us and share the video.
Hey,
And-
want to share this picture?
Yeah, let's share a photo before I play. I'm going to sing
Well,
another
it's a
song.
poster.
But please tune in and say hi. And share the video and click the notification. And if you want to contribute, you can. I have PayPal and Venmo and Zelle, and all those things are in the text box links. I really appreciate everyone who has been contributing sometimes every week. It's really wonderful because, of course, this is our gig. We don't have any other tour stuff. Let me see it. This is actually really cool. I'm afraid because it's kind of heavy. Can y'all see it? This was Clark's first time to play at Carnegie Hall.
With his band.
1970 with his band. He signed it to Stephen. You want me to read it?
Yeah.
It says, to Stephen, I'll be in the screen, my ace companion, thanks for keeping the program alive. All the best. Sincerely, with love. And then I think my name's down here.
Yes, you and Susan.
Says thanks to Susan and Champion for helping me back to health, which
He had done eye surgery.
yeah, he had eye surgery when he gave us this, which was 97 or so back then. So I was a little girl, and that's a cool picture of him, and it's something we have. We have a lot of Clark Terry photos. Actually, a few people, the people tend to give them to me. There's another one back there that's from a great club in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan,
Where you played.
and where I played. And he's Steven's gonna show this one too. This is just one of his Clark's posters from when he played there in 1988. But the club gave it to me, so we have quite a beautiful collection of Clark Terry posters and everything. And thank you guys so much for tuning in and saying hi. I'm gonna continue with another tune from the Ella record. What?
Meloton?
No, it's too mean to me.
Mean to me.
You're mean to me. I'll sing this one to my producer. You're mean to me. Aw. Why must you be mean to me? You shouldn't. For can't you see what you mean to me? Ah, you're mean to me.
me. I forgot the words. You shouldn't be mean to me. Oh, can't you see what you mean to me? You see me crying each day of the year. Oh, I'm always sighing whenever somebody is near. Dear, it must be great fun to be mean to me. You shouldn't all, for can't you see what you mean to me? Mean to me. Why must you be mean to me? You shouldn't, for can't you see what you mean to me? I stay home each night. Am I singing it different when you say your phone? You don't, and I'm left all alone singing the blues and crying. You treat me coldly each day of the year. You always scold me whenever somebody is near. Dear, it must be great fun to be mean to me. You shouldn't forget, you see what you mean to me. Oh, can't you see? Oh, can't you see? Why are you so mean to me? What a meanie. Ella says, what a meanie, what a meanie.
What a
you
meaning.
are.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much. The producer is also the cook. This is true, and the main sponsor, and the executive producer,
Cook and bottle washer.
and she's my mom. So
Cannot be fired.
she can't be fired. Well, yeah. Lance, Craig, hey everybody. You know, there's some great. Dave asks if Oscar and Errol Garner ever played together. And I don't know if they ever played together, but there are a few pictures of them together. There's specifically a really famous photo of Oscar and Errol Garner with Earl Hines hanging out at Errol's gig on 52nd Street. What was the club where he played? The Three Deuces.
Three Deuces.
So I know that they were definitely like friends, and I'm sure Oscar admired him. And Oscar talks about Errol in his book.
I heard this week, it was on YouTube and I can't remember, but it was Oscar speaking about Errol.
Really? I didn't see
Yeah.
that. You didn't share it. You didn't tell me.
It's I forget what it's. I saw it this week, and I was surprised. He was talking very glowingly
They would have.
about Earl Garner.
They would have been also the same age.
They're both very famous at the same time.
Yeah, same age and very famous at the same time. And Bill's on YouTube. Thank you. And Clark also same age.
Well, Clark was born in 20,
And Oscar is born in.
25.
Oh right, and Errol was born in 21.
Right.
Oh, so Errol's a little bit older than
A
Oscar.
little bit.
But there's tons of great jazz stuff on YouTube. And what book? Stephen, tell him a story. I'm gonna grab the book.
Which book?
The
Oh, the Oscar Peterson book?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
there's a lot. We're right here by the bookshelf. There's a lot of jazz books, and there's at least 2 or 3 books that feature a lot about Oscar Peterson. This is my best. This is the one I recommend to you. It's called, can you see? A Jazz Odyssey by Oscar Peterson. It's an autobiography. I lost the dust jacket, which tends to happen. But I think this book is about 20 years old. Yeah, it came out in 2002, which is the year I got it. And it's called A Jazz Odyssey, The Life of Oscar Peterson. And I really recommend it. It's easy to get. It is also still in print. And he talks about his career. There's some fascinating, actually, I mark my books with Post-its. There are some fascinating notes in here about Ella, where when he first started and joined her, and he lists, have you seen this? Did I show it to you?
No.
He lists her different mannerisms and what they might mean.
Oh, yeah, I've read that. Yeah.
Like whether she tilts her head to the right or she tilts her head to the left, that those are all signals to the band.
She's conducting the band.
She's conducting the band with her head and also with her handkerchief. Very, very fascinating book. I totally recommend it. We're going to play another song, which is something.
We haven't done Mellow Tone. We haven't done Silver Lining. We haven't done the Blues Chop.
Let's do producers shouting out requests. Let's play another Duke Ellington tune.
We're going to do Mac and Whoopi?
I want to play this song first.
Okay.
We're going to play a little longer than an hour today, just to let you guys know. I don't know if that book's on audiobook or not. That's such a drag with so many jazz books. They're not available on Audible. But I'm not sure. You'll have to look. So this is in a mellow tone.
Okay.
In a mellow tone, feeling fancy free, and I'm not alone. I've got company. Everything's okay. The livelong day with this mellow song, I can't go wrong. In a mellow tone, that's the way to live. If you mope and groan, something's got to give. Just go your way and laugh and play. There's joy unknown in a mellow tone.
live long day with this mellow song. I can't go wrong in a mellow tone. That's the way to live if you mope and groan. Something's got to give. Just go your way and laugh and play. There's joy unknown in a mellow tone. There's joy unknown in a mellow Thank you guys so much. I broke a string.
Yeah, which one?
I don't know. I want to find. This is my beautiful Yamaha piano. As soon as as soon as we get back to being doing more normal things, I will have a technician come. I don't know what the string was. I don't know if you guys heard it. I definitely just sort of. How rare does a string break? It's pretty rare.
Very rare.
Yeah, it doesn't happen too often. And
on a good piano.
On a good piano. Funny thing, it usually like high strings tend to break on a grand piano. Like if I've had that happen to me in a gig, but this was a low one, which is kind of strange. But I just reminded me to let you guys know if you want to donate or help sponsor this show. Leave a tip, you can. I have PayPal and Venmo and Zelle, and all those things are in the text box. And I really appreciate everybody who does that every week, and the people who are doing it right now. Peter says, Oscar never dared to play with Dorothy Donegan because she was too unpredictable. Yes, I believe it. She was very unpredictable. I heard
Who says that?
Peter Dam.
Oh, I saw Dorothy many times. She was crazy.
She was crazy. Funny, this is sort of a little bit...
Great piano.
She had a certain way of handling unruly audiences.
Really?
Well, so she started out in her career a little bit burlesque.
Mm-hmm.
And she would often be very free under her dresses. Does everyone know what that means?
Yes.
Yes, okay. And so if the audience was really making her angry, she might flash you.
Oh.
As a sign of contempt, I suppose.
Flasher.
Yeah, I don't know. I never saw it. No, the book is not for jazz. For jazz students. It's a very readable. It's a super entertaining book. It's not like too heavy or academic. I don't like a lot of the jazz books that are very academic. This really just sounds like Oscar talking to you. Yeah, I know there are some like young people watching this show. I didn't want to be too graphic about that, but it's a funny story. I've heard that multiple times from people about commando is the word. Thank you, John.
Commando.
That's the word. So we're just coming up a little bit on the top of the hour here on our show, and we're going to continue. We have at least a few more songs.
Whatever.
What do you really want to play? Let me ask my producer. Several people would like to see and meet you.
Next week.
She says next week. But what would you like to, maybe, you said you wanted Dear Chops?
Or Mac and Whoopi.
I don't know.
Now she won't.
Everything
What do you want to play, Steven?
We'll do both of those. Let's do Mac and Whoopi.
Yeah, on YouTube, Jazz Bassman says that Mingus would destroy a piano that wasn't well in tune or taken care of. And that's true. A lot of musicians would do this.
Well, there's a particular club in New York City where every time Champion would play there, she would break a string. And it's bulldozed down now, but I still won't say what it is.
That's true. The best one was my gig, though, where I asked them to tune the piano, and the owner of the club said, wasn't it tuned at the factory when I bought it?
Yes.
So that's a true story.
That's a true story.
We're going to continue with, what one did you want to play?
Mac and Whoopi.
Oh, yeah, this is also from the Oscar and Clark duo record. This is Makin' Whoopi. Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Right as we go.
Thank you so. Hey, well, to be honest, on the record it's very loose.
Yeah. Yes.
A couple, actually, one song which we didn't play. We didn't play Sean F. But they don't end together.
No, like.
Clark ends and then Oscar like.
Right, yeah.
Anyway. You guys are totally the best. Thank you so much for joining in. I hope that everyone is safe and doing well and staying healthy. And everybody is washing their hands. I was saying washing their hands. And if you're still in isolation, we are here in New York. I know some states are opening up. But just to let you know, we are going to keep doing this. We're going to be live on Sundays at 5 p.m. New York City time. This is every week. And we have some really great themes coming up in the coming months as we get ready to release my new record, Bird Song, which the official release date has been officially set and confirmed as August 28th. And we will be talking a lot more about that once we get into June and talking about all of my records. So we're going to close with we didn't get to everything today, but we'll play some more of it next week. And we're going to close with my usual little theme song. So I really love seeing you guys. You're the best part of my week. I hope that you're doing well. Drop me a line anytime. You can message me, email me. I love hearing from you. Song suggestions, videos, all kinds of stuff. And if you want to support these shows, please feel free to. Tips and donations are accepted, but not expected. We're not putting this behind a paywall. But I have PayPal and Venmo and Zelle if you want. And Stephen, do you want to say anything as we say goodbye?
Nice seeing everyone on this Memorial Day.
Nice to be seen.
It's nice so many people come back every Sunday and share this with us. I think it's really become a special thing.
Yes, it really is a very special thing. And Bill and Marion just reminded me that I have a show tomorrow, which is Monday, Memorial Day here in the United States, and Monday the 24th? 25th? 25th. I will be live with Jazz Arts Project. They are a great organization in Red Bank. I've worked a lot with them, and we're doing a little Q&A, and we're going to be talking about some of my favorite music. That's going to be on Zoom and also on Facebook Live. So if you want to come back tomorrow at 7 p.m., we'll be right here on my Facebook page.
Jazz Arts
Project. Yeah, you guys have been in lockdown 9 weeks. I think here in New York, we're close to 11 weeks now.
I don't know.
My last gig with an audience, as I like to say, was March 13th. March 13th. So we're going to close out with my little song. This is my little theme song. You guys hear it every week, and I love it. Look for the silver lining whenever clouds appear in the blue. Remember somewhere. Do you like these changes? The sun is shining. I'm playing a different song. So the right thing to do is make it shine for you. A heart full of joy and gladness will always banish sadness and strife. So always look for the silver lining. Try to find the sunny side of life. Look for the silver lining whenever clouds appear in the blue. Remember somewhere the sun is shining. So the right thing to do is make it shine for you. A heart full of joy and gladness will always
full of joy and gladness. They always banish sadness and strife. So always look for the silver lining. Try to find the sunny side of life. Try to find the sunny side of life.
Thank you guys so much. If you're looking for the virtual tip jar, you can PayPal me at paypal.me/Champian Fulton, Venmo me at Champion Fulton, and Zelle is my email address, which is champion.fulton@gmail.com. Everything's in the text box. You guys are the best. Thank you. Thank you to Stephen for joining me. Thank you to Clark Terry and Oscar Peterson for all your music, your friendship, and your inspiration. Thank you to my producer for her notes. And that song is Look for the Silver Lining. I hope you guys have a beautiful week. Stay safe. Enjoy your holiday if you have one. And I'll see you again really soon. Bye. Bye.